Sorry, we've been gone for a while. We're going to do Spanish language skills. This is the beginning. Gracias por venir aquí a este sitio on la red. So thanks for coming to our site. Aquí son los tensos, and here are your tenses. Yo, tú, él, ella, usted, nosotros, vosotros, ellos, y ellas. And remember, vosotros a lot of times really isn't used except for in like some parts of Panama, some parts of Colombia, and also when you're being very formal with friend. Voy a una habitación para la noche. So very easy if you have yo here. You just turn around and you turn it around, and you can always say yo voy. But you really don't need to, you know. But if you can think yo voy, if you can think like that, you're turning around these two letters. And voy a una habitación para la noche. I go to a room for the night. Vas a un cuarto para la noche? Do you want a room for the night? And this do is not in here. You made an upside down question mark, which is how you do it in Spanish, sometimes in French. And if you want to do this, this is always key 0192. You hit control. Let me say it's alt. I'm sorry, it's alt. So, and then you can get the upside down question mark. And what happens there is the word do is not shown. It is implied in the fact that you're turning it into a question. Ella va a la casa de su bisabuelo. Sometimes when you hear this here, it will sound like people are saying ba. Sometimes a lot of my Colombian friends, they pass right through. They go, yeah, va a la casa de su bisabuelo. And you have to understand that they're just mixing a word, but because they're speaking so fast, they kind of cut it off. But it's va. And so she goes to the room for her great grandfather. Bis abuelo is, when you add this bis here, it's great grandfather. Otherwise, this is just grandfather. Vamos al hotel. You often hear people go, vámonos. Meaning, come on, let's go. And that's what's happening here. And let me go over this spelling while you hear this al. Al is, al, this word here, is a combination of el hotel. But because you are going there, you then say, I am going to. So you take that off and you say al. You're mixing two words. You're mixing L plus A, and you're taking out the E, and you're getting al. We go to the hotel because when you use this verb here, ir, it's always ba a casa. You see how you have the A across the board? Come on, let's go. Ah. This is a mix. Ah. And it's because of how this verb is used. I am going to the. I am going to. To is implied. I'm either going to or away. So you just go ahead and you write the A there. And A in Spanish, you can either go, is the word, it's the preposition to. So we'll be back here. Señor, ustedes vas a encontrar una cama para tu amigo. Sir, you are going to find a bed for your friend. Okay, so going to find, and this is going to find. This is present progressive to find, so you keep the root here on encontrar. We'll go over that later. Okay, here you go again here. Ellos, you're doing the male version. And again, if you have girls and guys in any language, you usually take on the masculine form. So this is ellos van a buscar per sus hermanos. They are going to look for their brothers. So there's that. Ella va a la piscina. Nosotros vamos a la tienda. Ellos van a la playa. Marta y Rosa van a estudiar ahora. Voy a jugar football en la tarde. People who speak Italian probably already know what this is, but this is going to the pool. So when you get ready to write, like you're writing in English, she, almost each word translates, goes. This is to. And this is the pool. Little children would say, ella va a piscina. And even in English, children will say, I go to the pool, she goes to, or they'll say, she goes to pool, she goes to pool. But you want to make it clear to the pool. And then people kind of know you're talking about a swimming pool, because that's what that is. Okay, and nosotros vamos a la tienda. This is kind of redundant. You don't need it here. But this is, even if you put it here, this is we go to, and la tienda is the store. This is here, they go to the beach. The second one is la playa is the beach. And wow, that's bad handwriting. But anyway, and Marta y Rosa aquí van a estudiar now, ahora. So if you can take these words apart and look at them, this is really about talking about two women, so this is they. But because you named them separately, you don't have to put ellas, Marta y Rosa. You just say they are going to study now. And try to look at your root words. For people who are in English, study, studio, study is here. Try to make these word connections. They are going to study now. Okay, and ahora is now. Some people say, what is ahora mismo now? It means right now. It's with force. There is no need for that. And voy a jugar football en la tarde. And tarde means like when you were in school, you got a tardy if you were late. It means you were late. So try to make that connection that in the evening, it's late. So it's not the latest late, but it's kind of like, the end of the day late, like 5, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this is football. This is actually soccer. Otherwise, it's football americano. In the evening. So I am going. Voy. You'll hear people say me voy, means I'm going. I'm leaving now. And this is the infinitive, so you put this here. This is here, to play. And it's not tocar, like I'm going to play the piano. We'll go over tocar and jugar later. Okay, and this word is en, but like in English, it's in. So you're going to try to make these connections. Why are you saying la here and in the evening, and it's la because it's feminine? In the evening. And so you have these words pretty much done for you. And on the next slides is better typewritten version of what's going on. So you have the connections here, and if you can download these. And if you cannot download these, you can get us at usateenstoday@gmail.com. Oh, that's bad. But anyway, I think I'm going to stop doing that. Stop doing it here like this. But you get this. This is we go to the store. They go to the beach. Martha and Rosa go to study now, and I'm going to play soccer in the evening. Okay? Or late. Okay. ¿Qué voy a hacer esta tarde? Okay, this question mark here and this with the accent mark QUE is what? So it's like, what am I going to do this evening? Self-reflexive question. And on the next slide, and this is going to do, could be to make, what am I going to do this evening? So like a self-reflexive question, sometimes you ask your friends, are you going out tonight? And they say, yeah, I'm going with somebody. And you'll say, well, what am I going to do this evening? I thought we were going to go out. And sometimes it's, you just say it to yourself. So this is how you change the sentence structure into from a sentence into a question. Okay? And on the next slide, I'll play it for a while. I have all the answers. I have other questions, okay? Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, you see our email address. So I did the first one for you, and you have, what am I going to do this evening? Specifically this evening. What am I going to do tomorrow? I want you to look at this. This same word is this morning because you have esta in front of it. Esta. And this is this morning. And this is today. Or tomorrow, sorry. Why would I say today? Today is hoy. Okay, sorry about that. It's tomorrow. So, mañana is. So, you have to look at how you use these words and these specific little things. This is called an article, a demonstrative adjective, un adjetivo in Spanish, and you have to look at how it's used. And a lot of people will leave this out, and then this becomes tomorrow. And your teacher may write this morning. Okay, so what am I going to do this evening? And you have this here. What are we going to do tomorrow? And see how you have Ana, vamos a hacer, going to, like it's progressive. It's in the, it's in the tense of doing so. What am I going to do this evening? And up here, I left this off. It's due this evening. Okay, and so it's going to do this evening. Okay? ¿Qué vas a hacer este fin de semana? It's not este because the end is el fin. The final. Now I want you to think about this. Fin equals end, and semana is week. And day is of. So day is of or from, but in this case it's of. End of the week. La semana, but in this case you don't need LA in front of it, semana, because it's a common word, fin de semana. But I just want you to look at the structure. This is week. Days of the week. So if you can think of that, it's fin de semana is one word. It's common, but if you forget what it is, and you forget, if you're speaking what to say, just think of what it literally translates to. Okay? So now we have esta mañana, and what is she or he going to do this particular morning? That's here. If you have any questions, USA-Teens-Today@gmail.com. Gracias por escucharme. Thank you for listening to me.